dark. I pretended to be asleep. So, and two guys came into the room. One of them was very tall. And one guy held him down, and the other guy gave him a hypodermic needle or something, a shot of some kind. And all of a sudden, he just passed out or something.
Wow, Mac was right. Why didn't you tell anybody?
Tell anybody? After what they did to the guy in the next bed? Can you imagine what they do to an old geezer like me? Besides, I was scared.
Well, nobody can blame you.
All the same, I wasn't very proud.
Dave, could you identify the two men?
No, I couldn't. You see, it was too dark. I couldn't make them out. Besides, the doctor's back was to me.
Well, how do you know it was a doctor?
Because the one guy called him doctor. I heard him.
Are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure I heard him.
Dave, thank you very much. You know, if there's anything that my husband and I can do for you...
Oh, no. Thank you, Sally. Thank you. That's okay. Listen, I'm figuring on splitting this place pretty soon anyway. It's getting kind of chilly around here, you know. But I got my eye on a nice little hospital down in Pond Springs that I hear good things about. And I've been needing a gallbladder operation for a long...
Dave, I'm gonna wheel you in.
Oh, fine. Oh, please. No offense, Sally, and you're a gorgeous young thing, but the less I'm seen talking to you, the better.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Who diagnosed the death?
It says Dr. Helms. Huh?
What?
Helms is in Europe. He's been away for the last 2 weeks.
And the death certificate?
Gone.
Where's the body?
It says here he wanted his body cremated.
As if he never even existed. How could he even prove it was him?
Well, if he'd been operated on, we'd have it on videotape, but he wasn't.
Videotape?
Frankly, sir, I think everyone has an absolutely perfect alibi. They were all with someone or doing something.
What about Mr. Bruin?
Well, there's no way they could have moved him out of his room. He's no phony. He really had a broken leg. And I saw his x-ray.
He says he doesn't remember a thing about that night.
Yeah. Best night's sleep he's ever had since he got here. Slept like a baby.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. One of the patients identified Chigumondo, so he was here. And that John Doe vagrant with a case of pneumonia. What a phony that is. His death certificate's missing, and I saw murder in room 411.
Well, sir, maybe it was in another room.
If it wasn't in that room, it didn't happen.
Well, sir, maybe it...
No maybe. It happened. Here we are.
Where, sir?
Video room. Thought you might like to watch a little television.
Television? I thought you hated those daytime programs.
I'm in this one.
We tape most of the operations from 2 angles, mainly for interns and student nurses' use.
And this one's mine?
Right here.
What are we looking for, sir?
I don't know. But at this point, I'll take anything.
Ready?
Yes.
They weren't ready, so I shut down for a few minutes.
Oh, are we gonna really see the operation now?
Would you rather wait outside?
No. I'll watch. If you watch.
Just don't sit down. Oh, yeah, I couldn't make him understand me. Do you have the other angle?
Sure.
Why do you have two angles?
So the students can see everyone at their jobs.
Is taping a common practice?
More and more in teaching hospitals. Send these all over the country.
Can you freeze it? Okay. Thank you. Let's go. Oh, I'd like this tape, both of these tapes, locked up as evidence.
Evidence of what, sir?
I'm not sure, but it's there. I know it.
You mean you're not hungry at all?
No, I gotta go. I'm late.
Mac, you're never going to heal up if you keep running around the hospital personally conducting this investigation. Can't Sergeant Enright handle it?
He's got plenty to do. Besides, I go today not as a cop, but as a patient.
A master of disguise.
The doctor wants to see me, give me a shot, change the bandages, and I have to give him a little blood.
Haven't you given enough already?
Shh. I'll eat breakfast later. Bye.
Bye.
Wait a minute, let me try. There.
Wound looks good. You're a fast healer.
Requirement of the job.
I hope you're not afraid of needles.
Not if you give me a lollipop. Doctor, were you on duty when I was brought in?
No, I wasn't. I was at home.
Can you verify that?
You don't quit, do you, Commissioner?
It's another qualification of the job, I'm afraid. You all right?
I am fine, Commissioner. I was with my wife, all right?
Fine. What am I getting?
You want the medical name?
Does it have a lot of A's and E's in it?
About 30.
Forget it.
Commissioner, I have had it. All these questions, these insinuations from your Sergeant Enright, who does he think he is?
Just a police officer investigating a murder, that's all.
Well, he's running around treating us all like we're suspects.
You are.
I will not be treated like a common criminal.
Hey, take it easy, will you? What are you getting excited about?
Just tell him to lay off, huh? Or else read me my rights and I'll hire a lawyer.
This thing's got us all a bit nervous, you know. Look, I'm running a little bit late. I've got rounds to make. Can you finish that yourself?
Well, if I can't, I'll call in Nurse Fisher.
Good. She'll give you your lollipop, too. You know, you're not 100% yet, so take it kind of easy, okay?
You too.
I want to see you tomorrow. Will you come in?
Fine. What time?
In the afternoon.
I'll be here.
Take it easy.
Dr. Abrams, Dr. Abrams, please call the X-ray lab. Dr. Cohen, please report to the pathology lab.
Excuse me, miss. Have you seen Commissioner McMILLAN? He was supposed to be in that room having a bandage changed.
No, I haven't.
Thank you.
But I did see a patient being wheeled out of there.
A patient?
Yes. One of the attendants who works in physical therapy took a man out of there.
When was this?
Oh, about a minute ago.
Where's the physical therapy room?
In the basement.
Thank you very much. Here we go, Commissioner. This is going to have to be it. We just emptied the machine.
Thanks, Charlie.
How you feeling, sir?
A lot better. Thanks, Charlie. Now we're even.
Hey, that's right. That's right. You know, that makes me feel a lot better.
You can tell me the medical name of it now, Dr. Eisner.
What are you talking about?
The injection you gave me. What was it?
An antibiotic.
Like hell it was. It put me out long enough for somebody to nearly strangle me to death. Now you tell me what it was.
Let me see it. It's pyomethylane, or in your terms, a knockout drug. Harmless, but very effective. Guaranteed to work and nothing flat.
That's not possible.
Go ask the dead man down in the basement how possible it is. Now you tell me how it got in there. Who has access to that cabinet?
Everyone.
Everyone.
Doctors, nurses.
Even floor attendants.
All right. Suppose somebody switched labels. Whoever did it would have to know which antibiotic I was supposed to have. Now, how could a floor attendant do that?
By reading your chart. There's all your medications listed on it. See, that's today's date and the name of the antibiotic you were supposed to get. Anyone could read it.
And anyone could change the label. So it looks like you're back where you started from.
It seems the person you're chasing is a very clever individual.
Not so clever. He already made 2 mistakes. He's bound to make a third, and that'll be his downfall.
What were the 2 mistakes?
Not trying to kill me the first time and not succeeding the second. I want you to find out who that guy was upstairs. Find out where he lives. Search the place.
Yes, sir. Just one thing, sir.
Huh.
I insist on driving you home.
Oh. You talked me into it.
Ooh, I've seen enough doctors this week to last me a lifetime.
Do you know what he was after?
No, sir, I don't. It was over on the desk. It looked like a small book.
What was he wearing?
Something heavy.
Nothing in there, Commissioner.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Well, it looks like there's still one step ahead of us.
Do we have anything on this guy?
Not in our files.
His name is Wells?
Yeah, Sheldon Wells. Been with the hospital for about a year. Other than that, they don't know much about it.
Washington?
Working on it now.
Why do you suppose he didn't kill me?
Your lovable face, no doubt.
Well, he obviously didn't have any respect for the back of my face.
Come on. This time I'll drive you home. All right? You know, some people would find it odd to have chicken soup for breakfast, but I rather enjoy it.
Well, I'm very glad, because I have 3 pots of it.
3? What are you expecting, the plague?
No, they were running a sale on chicken wings, and I bought 60 of them.
Speaking of the infirm, that must be Charlie now.
Why? Something wrong with Sergeant Enright?
Good morning.
Morning.
How's your head?
Which one, the left or the right?
What happened?
Did it swell up?
Oh, just a little bit, about the size of a baseball.
Sit down.
Boy, it looks like somebody tried to hit it right out of the park.
What happened?
I'm really not sure.
Have a cup of coffee.
Thank you.
Listen, to go with that, would you like some coffee cake or donuts?
Both of those would be great.
Isn't anyone going to tell me what happened to Sergeant Enright?
He was searching through Sheldon Wells' apartment. Somebody hit him over the head.
Thank you, Mildred.
Would you like some chicken soup?
Chicken soup? It's 9 in the morning.
So, can a chicken tell time?
You know, it was probably Wells that clobbered you.
Couldn't have been. He was killed yesterday.
How?
Charlie shot him.
Why?
He was trying to kill me, that's why.
Oh, well, it's nice to have friends working for you.
It's okay, he didn't succeed.
And that explains your presence at the breakfast table.
Why
right?
didn't you tell me about this last night?
Because if I told you, you'd worry. And when you worry, you don't sleep. And when you don't sleep, you don't let me sleep. And the doctor told me to get lots of sleep, so that's why I didn't tell you.
Do you think Wells is behind it all?
No, I don't. I think he was just a hired hand.
Well, do you have any idea who it might have been that tried to kill you?
Could have been anybody. Doctors, nurses, even Gunther, for that matter.
You know, Mac, you're going to have to stop running this investigation personally. You know you're going to get hurt at that hospital.
Yes, but then he'd be right there if anything happened.
We are on the verge of breaking the biggest dope ring in the state. The man behind it already tried to kill me. He's in that hospital somewhere, and I'm going to find him if I have to turn it upside down. And don't worry. I'm in no great danger because Charles Enright is with me.
Gee, I don't know about that. Between the two of you, you don't even have one healthy body.
Ow! Where do we stand on the whereabouts of all of our suspects?
Well, sir, I couldn't find anybody to swear yes or no that Dr. Vale was or was not in his office that night. But every time I talked to him, sir, I had the distinct impression that he was trying to hide something.
What about Janetta?
Oh, well, like the man says, a couple of nurses, a couple of patients. He was here, he was there.
Which means nothing. What about Eisner?
Oh, you mean the car phone?
What car phone?
His car phone. That's where they located him that night.
What do you know? Our first out-and-out lie. He said he was home. He said his wife could verify it.
Well, maybe the operator was wrong, sir.
Maybe the earth is flat. You said you were home the night of the murder.
I was.
The operator says you were in your car.
The operator is wrong.
Is she?
Absolutely.
Well, let's ask her again.
No, wait. All right, I was in my car. I was driving.
Where?
Just around. I often take a drive at night when I'm overworked and tired.
Overworked and tired. Isn't that a rather strange way to get relief? Staying awake and driving?
All right, I wasn't just driving. I was looking for someone.
Looking for someone. Who?
My wife. She's been out a lot lately. I was looking for her.
Where?
places I thought she might be.
Anyone see you in these places?
I don't think so.
The operator said you were here 5 minutes after she called. Were you on your way here?
Yes. It was better than being home.
That's one explanation.
Is there another?
You could have been coming here to kill a policeman.
That's absurd.
That's what you said when I told you I saw a murder being committed. And that's what you said when I told you I thought it was one of your hospital staff.
I am not a murderer.
I didn't say you were.
But I'm a suspect.
Everybody's suspect.
Commissioner, there are a lot of good people in this hospital.
And at least one who isn't.
Dr. Price? Dr. Price? Report to surgery. Stat. Paging Dr. Atkins. Please report to nurses station. Paging Dr. Atkins. Please report to nurses station.
Aha! Sitting down.
Oh, Commissioner, the way I feel, if you want to take my tonsils out for the second time, be my guest.
Any news from Washington on Wells?
Any news? They've got enough on Wells to make him into two crooks. Yeah. He was in the Canadian Army, sir, and he received a dishonorable discharge from Her Majesty's service for pushing hard drugs. He beat a jail sentence because nobody would testify against him. He's got 2 drug arrests with no conviction and 1 murder charge. And the only witness to the murder fell off a roof conveniently a week before the trial.
Nice guy, this Wells.
Yeah, there was one thing of note in his Army record, sir. He worked as an attendant in an Army hospital.
So none of this is new to him. Perfect go-between. New drugs, new medicine. Let's go in here. The team who operated on me are going to be working together in a little while.
Commissioner, I still feel creepy whenever I watch one of these operations.
Yeah, well, looking down at them is better than looking up at them. Who's that?
That's the head nurse, Miss Fisher.
Have you questioned her yet?
Oh, no, sir.
Maybe we should. Miss Fisher?
Oh, Commissioner, you surprised me.
Do you mind if I sit down?
Well, I think you'd better. You don't look too well.
Well, it's nice to talk to a nurse who's a pessimist for a change.
Just a little reverse psychology, that's all, Commissioner.
Miss Fisher, I'm trying to piece together what happened specifically on the night of the murder.
Don't you mean alleged murder?
No, I mean murder. Were you on the team that performed my operation?
I was.
Would you tell me about it, step by step?
Well, let's see. First, I got the team together. And then doctors Vale and Janetta came in. They scrubbed. I tied on their masks. Then Dr. Eisner came in and I helped him. Then we had to wait for the room to get set up. And that's about it.
Then all 3 were in the same room, ready to go.
That's right.
Where were you?
I was with them.
The whole time?
Commissioner, surely you don't suspect me.
Everybody's suspect.
I was with them the whole time, yes.
Could anybody have left the room unnoticed?
It wouldn't be very good practice. His garments would be contaminated.
Yes, but could he?
Well, I suppose so, but as I said, it wouldn't be very good practice.
On the other hand, Miss Fisher, if somebody wanted to commit murder, he'd hardly be worried whether his clothes were contaminated or not, now would he?
No, I suppose he wouldn't.
Hello, Mr. Bruin. How you feeling?
Lousy. I've always been active. Like to walk, play golf.
And you will again, Mr. Bruin.
Sure. Hey, don't ever break your leg, Commissioner. It's really no fun.
I'll try to remember that.
Solve your mystery yet?
Not yet. We're working on it.
Well, today's my day to go out and get some fresh air. Maybe you'll help me get some sleep for a change.
Enjoy it.
I will.
So you still say this was the room?
I still say.
But he didn't hear a thing.
No, slept like a baby. Those were his words.
No, that wasn't quite it. What was it?
Oh, yeah, there was something else. Let me see. Best night's sleep he's had since he got here.
What are you thinking?
About a good night's sleep. Mr. Bruin! Mr. Bruin, on the night of the murder, you said you didn't hear a sound and that you had your best night's sleep since you got here. Is that correct?
That's what I said.
How did you sleep the night before?
Lousy.
And the night after?
I told you, not so good. In fact, awful.
So the one night he slept well was the night of the murder?
Do you think he was drugged, sir?
You bet your life.
You mean someone slipped me a Mickey?
That's why you didn't hear or see anything. That's exactly why the killer chose your room. No one would believe it could be in an occupied room. It's a perfect place.
Well, then how come you didn't see me?
The curtain. You were behind it. It never occurred to me that you'd be behind a curtain.
Some nerve. Taking advantage of a cripple. Dr. Gunther, what kind of a hospital are you running here?
I'm beginning to wonder.
Hey, Doctor, before I go to sleep tonight, do you think maybe I could get just a little of that stuff?
You don't need drugs to help you sleep, Mr. Bruin. What you need is some fresh air. May I take him now?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Mr. Bruin.
Going down.
So long. Hey, wait a minute. I forgot my cap.
Here it is.
Pretty snappy, huh?
He must have gotten his drug with dinner or in place of his late-night medication.
Well, sir, that means that whoever did it was planning to use that room.
Everything's starting to fall into place. At least now we know how.
We know a lot more than that. We know who as well. Get Nurse Beach back up here.
Can I get you some coffee, Dr. Gunther?
Please.
Show us the other end. Back it up. Start it. Freeze. I told you when I woke up, I heard a man scream for help. I got in the room, I saw two men, both with caps and masks, smothering a man to death. I tried to stop it and couldn't, and that's just about all I remember. Miss Fisher,
Yes, sir.
what is your procedure just before surgery?
Well, I make sure that everything's ready in the operating room. So the staff is all there. And then I take the caps and the masks into the scrub room, and I wait for the doctors to arrive.
Mm-hmm. What do you do when they get there?
And I help them into their masks, and I tie their gowns.
And do you tie their masks?
I just said that.
Do you do them all at once?
No, I do them individually as each doctor comes in.
Would you please demonstrate with Sergeant Enright just what you do?
Sergeant, would you put this on, please? Now, the doctors have just scrubbed, so their hands are all wet. And then would you scrunch down, thank you. Then I tie the masks over their faces, like this. And that's all there is to it.
Dr. Eisner, is that accurate?
Yes, yes it is.
You both agree?
Of course.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Thank you, Miss Fisher. I won't waste any more of your time. I know who the killer is. Actually, I should have known who he was all along. The evidence was right in front of me. You all agree Miss Fisher helps you on with your masks. You come from the scrub room into the operating room. Now, if Miss Fisher ties the masks after the caps were already on, that means they had to be tied over the caps. Now, there's one thing I forgot to mention about the other night. I pulled the killer's cap off. It's a little thing like that, hardly worth remembering. Such a small event. But since I pulled the killer's cap off, he had to put it on again. He put it on again in a hurry to assume his position in the operating room. In his rush to get back, he put his cap on over the strings of the mask. Now take a look at the screen. There's only one man with his cap on over the strings of the mask. The head of the biggest dope ring in the state, the man who killed John Trigamundo. Him.
You're a smart man, Commissioner. Too smart.
You shoot me, Enright will shoot you.
All right. Then you listen to me. I'm leaving this room. And if anyone follows me, I'm going to shoot everyone out there who happens to be near me. Patients, doctors, nurses, everyone. You understand?
Yes. Let him go, Charlie.
But he'll get away.
No, he won't. Speech. Dr. Eisner, this is pyomethylane, the same knockout drug Janetta substituted when you gave me my antibiotic injection. While you all were watching the TV monitor, Miss Beach put some in his coffee, which I watched him drink. How much would it take to put him out?
2, 3 drops.
Oh, dear. I'm afraid Miss Beach used a lot more than that. You can pick up your Dr. Janetta now.
Terry, don't you see? Whoever the father is, we know one thing for sure, that you are the mother. Now, doesn't that mean anything to you at all?
How can I live, not knowing who the father of my child is?
My darling Terry, the father is whoever raises him, loves him, takes him to ball games.
What are you trying to say, George?
That I love you, and I want to marry you.
Well, how are we feeling?
You sound like a nurse.
You act like a patient.
Enjoy the show, Commissioner?
Don't be silly. I was just flicking through the channels. 5. It's almost 6. All right, let's go.
All units, this is Inspector Hines. The word is go. Repeat, the word is go. Billy Shields, this is the police. You're completely surrounded. Come on out and keep your hands above your head. Your hands above your head. Come on, Billy, you're surrounded.
Play this through your horn.
Hold your fire.
No firing. Wait for my signal. No firing.
Shields, this is the police commissioner. Listen very carefully. If somebody gets hurt, the charges against you are going to be much worse than they already are. So come on out with your hands over your head. I'll give you just 1 minute. 1 minute, Shields, that's all. Time in.
Seconds.
How many exits out of there?
Just front and back. They're both covered.
Didn't there used to be a building where that parking lot is?
Yeah, I think so, sir.
10 seconds left.
Hey, wait a minute. All these buildings connect. Gentlemen, I think we're guarding an empty building.
I'll check it out, sir.
Wait a minute, Charlie. Take somebody with you. Get your men in those buildings. Go.
Commissioner?
Should have been more careful.
Commissioner!
It's okay.
Are you in pain, sir?
Not too bad.
Commissioner, I phoned Mrs. McMillan. She knows.
I don't know.
Oh!
Well, it's just been a few minutes.
Haven't they said anything?
No, nothing yet. Mrs. McMILLAN, this whole thing is my fault. It was supposed to be me, but he just pushed me out of the way.
Charlie, don't make things different on yourself than they already are, okay?
Okay. Want a cup of coffee?
Yeah. Oh, Meg. Oh, sweetheart. Oh, Meg.
That slug is awfully close to the artery. We better do it upstairs. Why don't you put a dressing on it, and I'll go tell them what's happening.
How is he?
Oh, he's stable right now. We've located the slug, but we can't take it out here. I've got an OR and a surgical team coming free in 40 minutes.
Can it wait that long?
It'll take at least that long to get him ready.
Can I see him?
I suppose so. Just for a minute, please.
How do you feel? The doctor says that you're gonna be fine. They're taking you up to surgery now. I love you, Meg.
I'm sorry. Gotta go now.
Better leave him out here for a minute. There's no room in the passageway.
He's been given a pre-op. He should be out soon.
Check the rails. You ready?
Couple of minutes, Doctor.
They're not ready yet. You might as well shut down for a few minutes.
Yes?
Room 440, please.
I'll be right there.
Now get rid of the other one.
He's breathing okay. I'll stay with him a few minutes more.
It's Commissioner McMillan. He's on the floor, losing a lot of blood.
We'll be right out.
No. Just take it easy. It's all right. It's all right. Let's get him up on the table.
Just try and relax.
I told you to check the rails.
I did. They were in place.
Well, why was he left alone in the hallway?
Because they didn't want to block the inside corridor.
Then you should have instructed one of the nurses.
Doctor, I guess
I'm going to report this to the board. We're going to take you in now.
No.
Just relax.
You'll be asleep in a minute. Just relax.
Okay, get the IV going. Take off the dressing. Let's take a look at it.
No. Look close. Call Enright. Young man in the hospital. Room.
It's okay.
411.
It's okay. It's okay. We're going to take care of you. You're going to be all right. Okay, go ahead.
What did he want?
I don't know. Something about call and write to the head man in the hospital.
Hi.
Feeling.
Like the bottom of a birdcage.
Hi, Commish.
Hi, Mildred.
Gee, you had us worried there for a while.
I had me worried, too, but I'm fine.
You were lucky. So was I.
Are they taking good care of you here?
Yes, Mildred, just fine.
Good. I made you some soup.
Thank you.
Ought to get you back on your feet.
Well, now I suppose you can tell us why the commissioner of police was on a drug raid. Next thing you know, you're going to be giving out traffic tickets.
It wasn't just a drug raid. The head of the biggest dope ring in the state, a man called the Possum.
Oh, hey, that's a cute name.
Do you know who he is?
We don't know anything about him. We haven't even gotten close. Anyway, he was supposed to be there.
Oh, I get it. So you thought it would be nice for the top good guy to be on hand to greet the top bad guy, right?
We've been after him for over a year. And then we got a break, a big delivery.
So instead of a large amount of heroin, you wound up with a small amount of lead, right?
Mac, Sergeant Enright is outside.
What's he doing outside?
Well, come on in, Sergeant.
Charlie.
Hi. I brought these for you.
They're beautiful. Let me put some more on.
You're sorry, and you don't know how to say it. And you've been feeling guilty ever since. Well, you'd do the same thing if the situation were reversed.
I wish the situation were reversed.
So do I. Oh.
Sir, I just want to tell you that I'm
Oh, Charlie, forget it. You were doing your job, and I was doing mine, so that's all there is to it.
Thank you, sir.
Remember that the next time I burn your dinner.
Bring me up to date. Sit down.
No, thank you, sir. I would prefer to stand. I get very nervous when I'm sitting down in a hospital.